Hello! So we're going right back to C2, and we've got to show that t cubed divided by t plus 2 is equal to this thing here. Okay, so basically we're taking t cubed and we're just dividing it by t plus 2 and we see what we end up with. Well, there's a few ways of doing it. I personally would do it this way. Okay, so I set up my division, so t cubed. But remember, I like to have I need a t squared term, I need a t term, and I need just a constant term on the end. Well, they're all 0 because I haven't actually got any given to me. It's just t cubed on its own. Okay, so plus 0 then. So they're all 0, okay? And then I'm dividing that, so use the bus shelter, okay? And I'm dividing that by t plus 2, okay? Then I ask myself, right, what do I have to multiply t by to get t cubed? Well, I have to multiply by t squared, don't I? So I have to multiply by t squared, okay? And then I've just multiplied this by this to find out what I carry over, okay? Because it doesn't go in exactly. So t squared multiplied by t plus 2 is t cubed plus 2t squared, okay? Then I subtract the two things, so they just cancel, t cubed minus t cubed. Then I've got 0 minus 2t squared, so that becomes minus or negative 2t squared, and then the 0t sort of comes along. Okay, then I ask the question, well, how many times does t go into negative 2t squared? Well, are you happy? It goes in negative 2t times, okay? Obviously, it doesn't go in exactly, so I then just multiply this by this over here to find what the remainder is, and I find that it's negative 2t squared minus 4t, isn't it? Okay, because negative 2t multiplied by 2 is negative 4t. Okay, and then what do I do? So then I subtract the two things together. So what is 2t squared minus negative 2t squared? That's positive, they just cancel. But then I have 0 minus negative 4t. Careful of the double negative there, it becomes a positive 4t, okay, and then I bring the 0 down, okay. And then finally I ask the question, well, how many times does t go into 4t? Well, it goes in 4 times, but obviously it doesn't go in exactly, okay, it doesn't go in exactly. So what do I do now? I just multiply this 4 by this t plus 2 to find out what gets carried over. So it becomes 4t plus 8. Then I subtract to find out what's going on there. So subtract, the 40s disappear, then I'm just left with minus 8. Okay, so actually, when I divide t cubed by t plus 2, I end up with, so t cubed divided by t plus 2, that's equal to t squared minus 2t plus 4 remainder, and my remainder was my minus 8 down here. So my remainder was minus 8. Okay, so then let's just have a look at the form which they want us to leave it in. Well, I've got my t squared minus 2t plus 4. That goes there, okay? But then if you look, they've put their minus c. So I've got a remainder of minus 8. They've put their remainder of minus 8 or negative 8 over t plus 2. And if you think about it, that makes sense. Because if you do it ordinary division, let's say, for example, I do, I don't know, let's just do 7 divided by 3. Well, you're happy that we say, well, 3 goes into 7 twice, but then we've got a remainder of 1. So we think of that as like a remainder of 1 out of the original 3 that I'm dividing by. Okay, so we think of that as 2 plus a third. Okay, 2 plus a third, and you can verify that 2 plus a third is in fact 7 divided by 3. You can actually stick it on a calculator, and it should come out as 2.333333333, so 2.3 recurring. Basically, so 7 divided by 3 is 2.3 recurring. So that's literally what's going on there, okay? So the remainder when we do 7 divided by 3 is 1, okay? But it's not 1 whole, okay? It's 1 out of the original 3, okay? 1 out of the 3 that I'm dividing by. So same thing here, same thing up here. I've got t cubed divided by t plus 2, so I've got my t squared minus 2t plus 4, but then my remainder, I just stick it over the thing which I'm dividing by. Okay, so I've got negative 8 left over, I've got negative 8 out of the t plus 2 that I was dividing by. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's how you get to there.